Squadron leader Ranger Buffalo, when he royal, I am the one that used ground to target missile, air to surface intercontinental ballistic missile. Speaking truth to power without fear, without favor. I heard penny for enemy. I cannot cry. Actually, almost said here. Medical catchers a higher revolution stage. I have say young care whether you're media, whether you're a politician, whether you're software, whoever. So long as we are certain in our mind, they say the war yana M1 for you do have a cannot cry. Actually, without fear, without favor. Medical catchers say journalism. They are conform. It's me journalist. I'm an activist. Me ba ye me hwen kam tafra journalist fo ye no krom ha me ba ye me hwesa de journalist fo a so mo boa me build o man wo mo hwɛ me build o man na nam say ye media houses ni ntua ye ka yie multimedia say okoduru ha ye ntua journalist ka yie. They think they are doing you a favor by making sure say who TV ni radio so o ka ni aka. And so for that matter, the journalists who are supposed to be a watchdog for the people have become guard dogs for the politicians. And Mrena so say we will revolutionize that system and mindset. Very quick one. Omayene Kwabena Sante is my brother. I respect him a lot. Osebonsu, yes, I respect him a lot. But me who say omoye discussion be efa freedom Jacob Caesar ni freedom coin or they aba na you see whatever they were saying was right. Omayene was making the argument say Jacob Caesar muro mraso, and for that matter the only institution yaman the coin say unregulated financial institutions in this country, which is the Bank of Ghana, will issue a statement say freedom Jacob Caesar and the freedom coin no there man microphone participate and a freedom Jacob Caesar why say Nana Kwame eze Bediako, right? Nana Kwame Bediako be choro no so it's okay, let's move away from it. Omayene Kwabena Sante had a very fantastic argument. Baby Anna Meninho was when he kept on insisting. What did he say? Small boy. Hey, Mumia Nyai Sadia way. Mumia Nyai. Sadia way, I am not too much happy with it. We cannot continue to sit in a country. Omaya Yatimuno, Debia Yakasamwa, and away a small boy, no bad the ben when you need the bay. And for that matter, Sabion Kolana to my Nimuno, Wamutimi Nusu or Majene. Small boy, small boy no bad the ben when you need the ben Yasika tie ahana nyansa wodia. Sa statement, those statements a colloquial, it belongs to the Stone Age. And then kete Facebook nu amugina so ye Facebook live no akola wo ba ya wo ye nese bio wo ba ye wiase nyina icon Mark Zuckerberg said no on February 24 or 25. So you guys should stop using these words now. Small boy no bad. I think I am not too happy with such statement. Why a small boy we're making money, it's okay, allow him. Small boy is making money a day. Yeah. Then Omayene goes ahead to say and Crawford, you're regulating Crawford. Okay, why do you blame him? You don't blame him. You need to blame Omo Yadi Womaini to me, Amuomo, say Woman regulating institutions. But unfortunately, they have become white elephant. Where Bank of Ghana, sa statement no deba to abonte was here day. Day. Sa statement in here day. One Nayama to me, say regulate financial institutions will come her. If you think somebody is bringing a certain financial, you can say, Jumabi, necessary Jumano, and moi, you have the authority of the people, so be moving in. No, can put down. Oh, man, go for one. Me mama akosu abenewa bomfachi asesa awon na ochorobe two paper muno wankokaya and no he will fall victim to it. So I think where Omayene and Nkrofo should get angry at shouldn't be Nana Kwame Bediako. Nana Kwame Bediako can get the impunity to speak the way he is speaking because when we say your institutions, are yet toothless bulldogs. So let's move away from it. Then Obi goes ahead to say, on my way, we don't question the source of the worth of people because this boy, small boy, hey, Obi Jairof. If you want us to question the source of worth of people in this country, then starting free with politicians and for overnight they become rich. We are the source of their worth. Maybe when you are able to get the balls to ask politicians and no omuye namfo a wo mu didie ma unya kakra tafre no ubusa omu how they become rich overnight. Politicians omuye prime ministers wo krom ha eja no omuye lawyer fo a yenim ba bi omu office wo emre bi atwam wo e wo cantonment laboni ho na nsu ne ukwohwe omu office a wo mu dan say de America. When you are able to question the source of wealth of these people, then you will have the legal, the moral temerity to be able to question the source of wealth of young guys who have lived abroad and made their own money. So if you can't have the legal boss, if you can't have the temerity, the moral turpitude to question the source of wealth of the people you continue to glorify, please spare our ears with this kind of cacophony in the name of journalism where and we don't question the source of wealth. Oh, be better question the source of wealth of the people you have associated yourself with who are in politics and siphoning the people's money. Have you questioned their source of wealth? What question, Omo? You find on to man person correcting you setting the record straight. If you think say Nana Kwame Bedi akwade no de bananya, say of mine Ghana ye may ni Bank of Ghana so say enye statement na so choro bere. He is supposed to move in and go and do his job. Nana Kwame Bedi akwade no everybody would like to take advantage of the system when they see that the institutions are not working. So he has done no wrong by wanting to take advantage of the system. After all, who say adwen said anya papa na so be BTA ya. Oh be BTA So you have on to now, Supreme Court ruling about you can say, Enyoma Ekosu or Parliament, Deputy Speaker Betnemu Obetimi Atuaba Yakachere say, sa constitution way, it's a sham, the constitution, it's a confused constitution, you know, a kawe na kawe china constitution ayachura, ese kadebiano, ye review of the constitution. And I'm saying Crophobia edidie efa constitution and for that matter they don't want us to do any review of the constitution. Constitution etimika say whoever is presiding do not have an original vote or a custom vote. Sa constitution you could do a Supreme Court. Now Supreme Court has a ruling say say nipa no ye MP say nipa no we don't need to deprive the constituents you can say the right to vote on issues, and for that matter the person must vote. And yes, we must review the constitution. Said deputy, first deputy and second deputy speaker. No, it will no longer come from members of parliament, and all members of parliament will become equal. You be making sure it's a public service, and the be man for akwa first and second deputy speaker of parliament. And this is because pedidi. But adeba akwa menwanwa ye NDC for poster. Tie nya da bia na bekwa ba mo. Be say adeba akwa menwanwa pa ye NDC poster. NDC, especially the minority group, is gradually becoming more or less unserious opposition political party. And I'll give you my reasons. Resaya to oma we mu. Yenyira ya jatum se ilabi eya tutubotom eya kronfo edia ekufa do peso otutu ebotom no agisika eko han plane ekufa do peso otutu ebotom no agisika no sane ye kasa rough. Ana NDC for mo se mo boa me afa eche ba bia ya beduro ntokwa amoko wo parliament yate ase ya de mase se mo ye bie na emo no you cannot do as crocro the John say yetimi atena ho amia file case our court by Justice Abdullah, is that correct? That is his name. Who say unsua de o nyapo ugina camera che no ano Justice Abdullah court was interpretation of 1 2 3. More lawyer for NDC for more lawyer for a chocho ro ewo ho amoya we say when it comes to matters of constitution ye free bibi amicus brief ni nyina say because the Ghanaian people are saying they are not interested in the e-levy and matters arising in court the parliament in Intino. You guys could file amicus brief saying you are interested in the case. In this case, Mo file bibia atna se ayenhwehan ama nkrofo yakọ Justice Abdullah yakọ ama Supreme Court atna se ameki ruling on their own. Mind you, the Supreme Court cannot rule on any matter ema method anim. Eti asema yede beto nanim no. Sa asem no an obehwe no ade we ruling on it. Eti na NDC for penning for a lawyer for buom mo file your friend amicus brief say more interest ana mo share the arguments being made by Justice Abdullahi ana mo anka say mo make sure say mo be propose a new amendment. Maybe the Supreme Court wouldn't have given the ruling now or the by you know. Again, let's move on. Don't forget to say, apart from Justice Abdullahi case, you know, there is another case by one Richard Della Sky, formerly of City FM. Now Richard Della Sky, there another case akwakoto Supreme Court. The first case was that of Justice Abdullahi. Justice Abdullahi, you know, he was talking about first Deputy Speaker Joe Osei-Wusu ekwatina akonya mu a o recuse ne ho se opese former MP babe take over. Mind you, there is another case the last guy, is that correct? The last guy against the AG TNA. You better atna ha ma the last guy case against the AG. Supreme Court bema ruling or ma ruling na this for ba crocro the jaw. Say na Supreme Court no. Meanwhile, you have Sebio the chance. Some mobile file amicus brief. Namakwa joining the last guy case. You didn't do it. Now Supreme Court has given a date for ruling. The NTI say wamoko echo file amicus brief. Ediko make sure say the last guy case the akoto no. Omuye interested ne say the last guy you and I know is an MPP guy. It's a fact. Please, nobody should come and give us any Ibia. The last guy is MPP. The last guy is Gabi Ochredako boy. The last guy non the law and we all know. Oh yeah, MPP by blood, by birth, by appearance. Bibia. Now here lies the case. The last guy, the Attorney General Ako Court. But in this circumstance, the last guy, the Attorney General, and can the same thing. So, in a way, the Supreme Court cannot give any ruling which has not been brought before a year or no. How does the NDC as opposition party sit down for the last guy to go to court, make the same arguments as that of the AG now, and we expect the Supreme Court to give any ruling which will go in favor of the masses or what? Or what? I don't get it. So NDC is becoming an unserious political party. But no more for honor MPP. There be a MPP. We have the men and a lawyer for they don't have the men be who Momo the lawyer. Ye bas a party boom na lawyer for Womupa and NDC. O fa chachuche katadi ageka ho woman na told us in the keka lawyer for now, so and then some way and serious indeed. Mobile MPP a bit with the court. Now we are MPP there. They are friends of the court and fine go see him. You guys should stop that thing. Be serious. Now 2 cases. One with Justice Abdullah, you did not show any interest in court. One with Richard the last guy, you haven't shown any interest in court. Meanwhile, the last guy is making the same argument as that of the Attorney General. So how can the Supreme Court give a ruling on a matter that has not been brought before them? NDC, a lawyer for filing amicus brief. They could make cases which can let the Supreme Court maybe resign their decision. You and I know what will happen. Now let's come back to the drawing board. Medical Kacham said, on my way, Yedru and Pempensua, where we celebrate leaders of the country, Yajai, Tienye, Yajai. The people who come to us to beg us for our power, we must begin to let them realize, he said, when we are servant of the people and not demigods. And for that matter, the time has come for us to assess the body language of such people who come to us asking for our power, begging us for our power. But in turn, yeah, the 2 minimum or muya, na kasa chaya rough or moya or moho say, or moya Arabian kings and queens. Now, mind you, and I mean, yeah, be analyzing a kufa body language. Near analyzing the facial expression. Near analyzing said you see kasa echera Ghana for before 2016. Now we are ya be 2020. Now we are ya share and ya wonim say onko gia baby abio said you one Ghana for kasa the body posture, the facial expression. Said you share your pneumonia kasa tan as a sebio ya panacho say omra medi president. Mind you, ya kasa the act of communication Act of communication simply. A nyoma miensa na constitute the act of communication. Tienie, fa pen no paper ha sua dia ha na nyansa wo. Fa pen no paper natural the act of communication so bi kasa. Nyoma a constitute the percentages of communication. One. Nyoma miensa constitute a kabom communication. Ye kasa obi no obi di nkomo a de di kan kasa no a efri wanum eba. Your choice of words. Your choice of words. Sa choice of words, number one. Number two, your friend power linguistics. How was anyoma na a free wanum ebano? Usi anywene no efa. Usi ekabo efa. And your friend power linguistics. And number two. Number three, your body language. Your facial expression, your body posture, how you use your hand and everything. These are the three components of communication. Now here lies the case. The first one, which is the words coming out of your mouth. And somewhere a free wanum ebano. It forms only 7%. Tienye. Yakase sebyo obi communicate here. Eti ubetimi akachi obi se medo. But obviously say word in medo. Is that correct? Medo. But OKatakyie or medo. Do you think so before serious? I'm for serious. Meanwhile, it's the same word medo na eba. Now medo. It sounds different, right? So it's the same word. And so said the osikano or body posture, how you put it together, and the back share what you really mean. Now at the same time, sebi in previous so OKatakyie say, we are boa party. Also serious. Meanwhile, it's an insult. I didn't see now serious. Because the body language, the posture, how I said it is more in a very comical way. But if somebody should tell you, Sabin previous, we are boa pa. What does it say? Aggression. So any word in a free one no more. So I think for now, what Akufo-Addo is refusing to understand, say, oh, you get too much. And you see, no fault of his. Akufo-Addo won nyina efia no otimo na ne papa president of Ghana ba ne papa presidency na that time na ceremonial president na onye no ojeje nchia ejeje marching keke all the person now no ye adwuma na ye Kofi Abrefa busia. So in the mind of Akufo-Addo, he still thinks, he say, when you become president, it's just like Nane Papaya president in 1970. Woje jenchi akeke na kana bia boje no so Akufo-Addo yenyo deni. Tie Akufo-Addo tia. We mean serious business when we talk about presidency. Now you do pempensoa. What a free one number for me only 7%. The atosu mienu a kind of power linguistics. Said you see nwene asemono usikasa and no for me 38% of communication. Now mind you, your body language said you see jina honen krofo kasa. Said you see tina honen krofo kasa. Said you see ya wonsa ne krofo kasa. Said you facial expression ne krofo de kasa. It simply gives you 55% of a year communication. It's a obini wudi nkomo na onka now ojina oye say ya. What does it mean? It means the okano otie but onye interested. Beboa. So onka but the body posture be mo so you're interested and onye interested. So obi be kan smachro na so odi kan de serie edi animu or show animu. That forms 55% of communication. And so yenhwe President Akufo-Addo ono na bedi manfo n'animu a or say oye servant of the people. Yebeko 2016. Yanko 2016 time President Akufo-Addo ejabe President Mahama. Say President Mahama empreduasa wonto omanyimu na ahochira ekoso omanyimu no. Ohunu yanko President yanko any body language. Hold on. Enkomo amini wudi nyina no focus on the body language of Akufo-Addo 2016. Of course, he said you all see kasa humbrasie mu. You remember? Then you see the true character of Akufo-Addo. What this year, yanko idea. Okay. So I'm Akufo-Addo body language. Ose bibia koso wa no. Na Ghana, sorry, you can see humility there. Is that correct? Watch it very carefully. Ube unuse kufa de hono, je kan no wane so na eni hobio. Wa mampeni John Dramani mama soya. Ose Ghana, koso, bibia koso wa no. Na sorry, look, study the body language. Go in view.
Sorry, you're really nearby.
Okay. What your man penny, your nina Ghana ha now. The same question you have to ask yourself. Akufo-Addo, you need to ask yourself. You know when take Ghana ha na say what baby before because it looks like you are not in touch with reality. It looks like you are not in touch with Ghanaians today. Now you hear Akufo-Addo, you ready you everybody posture.
Yes, sir. No. Sorry, you're really nearby. Yes, sir. No.
Okay. Oh, you clearly just watch Akufo-Addo. Yes, sir. No. Papa, no. So clearly you could see the body posture, the tone, the language. I say, Obi, our person be saving the man for na yes, sir. Yes, sir, President Mama. Now you're moving on. Now, Yanja Adia. But before that, you better UTV for us a video omoho ana yenya efriye. You the UTV for us a now you correct the next video. Year 2016. Time wa Akufo-Addo ko round na. Basa masa. Masa me Ghana for. Na 77 projects. O mind no ayetemo no. Aya idea. Aya mona modia. Na man panel John Dramani mama saria. O say me sera move on. Me koswa sera mo sa mako. You're going to go for 2016. Come on, pay a vote. Oh, in the body language, you know. I'm Penny John Mama Soya. I say, Name nam woman him, and I mess Radia Ghana for. Monfa mampenia konya ne mamenta on say dwe bi ani ho. Oh, you see the body language, the posture, on say dwe kan bi anim. Because who say 2 million man for ne dia. Now you ready view.
Kasai. Ele mami wu say e man panyin no. Kana mi ke bia mamu mu aye wo on say that yes. 2 million nyamu mo na wo. Nyamu mo na wo. I'm the same person, but the family, and my papa be mama. Yes, sir, I'm about the same. Yes, sir, I'm about the same. Okay. So you see, Akufo-Addo is a con man. I mean, I don't know how he was able to package himself like this. Meanwhile, that wasn't him. But in any case, let me even correct something that I think over the years, this nonsense of media has allowed the politicians to make it say, you can't democracy, so it has become all talk all day, no action. You can't democracy, ya memo papa, and ya kabima menkabi. Kabima menkabi, the answer said, I made the door radio. Democracy ni ya memo papa share. A memo papa na kabima menkabi was here. A memo papa na good roads was here. A memo papa na quine, a hospitals papa was here. Masha there, you baby a kabima menkabi, and I'm a friend of democracy. And ya kabima menkabi, a memo ya a memo papa. And your friend democracy, Munsem, who know Amutikroma. Again, let's look at Akufo-Addo body posture. Not too many Yamona Modia. Now, for Mesna Mose, Mofam Femme. Now, the choice of words of Akufo-Addo. Mofam Femme, manager say, Ayamudia, Nemomono, or Paya say, we should just give it to him a little bit. Yeah, for money work and pick a crab, you want Femme. Shabon, you know. Yes, Ghana for. Mammy, my penny, entrance.
I mean, just on this land there, I will kind of war. That's why, and then my mom say, the man paying no, can I make it be a memo away? What's that? Yes. To be no Yamamo on the wall. Yamamo on the wall. I'm the same percent with the family, number the year, and my papa be mamma. Yes, sir, I'm a rather summer. Yes, sir, I'm a rather summer. That was so
I'm a passam of the farmer. Toman and Yamoana. Toman Yamoana. Now me passam of the farmer. Now me yajuma papa be mamma. And yes, sir, and a massamo. Mekoso asramo, asa wabuano bajidia kujari wim, a good clearly. No obajidia, as what dada, as what bajidia yajuma papa be amai. And they a kufado dada ye, made a bayajuma papa mamo. Clearly. Yanja Kufuado pay to me or say one and Crofo Ekodidi. Street dwellers any idea or no mudidi, Yara no nom calipo, I nana calipo, nana wodidie, I want you waba, we no ma de or no munidi. Or near 2 million or Pamon Crofona or Mote a yan anymore. We are Kufuado, I waba no up, ye waba and show or no bida, or no bida packaging. A packaging wabwa or no bida, wabwa, one no bida packaging. So Akufo-Addo was deceiving the Ghanaian people. Now let's go to Nana Akufo-Addo afe wanya tumi ewie. Now Kwame Sefa on his show kachire Akufo-Addo say ohini bi say medical culture say follow the body posture because in communication body posture forms 55% of communication. Now yanko Kwame Sefa show so nyanko yade.
Many of them are being worked on across the country.
Let me just take one, Mr.
Pause. When you 2 minutes, one said, we see I am Mawa, Konyanim, and who na betri in the crazy on Bessa Beto. That body posture simply tells you this man is arrogant. He doesn't give a rat's ass about Ubia. Now, young focus, Yanko.
In a flower where the chief himself has complained. On here, one flower patch say e-block no, Oba, Yanya, Hoshi. All my education minister up to February say, Ombe Yahu Bibi. It's on the
no, minister.
What would you do, character? Oh, yes, some few seconds now, or say to me, I must remember to me, because the same person, when he gets the to me, and he can say, or Hene, or no dinko for anymore, and say, Omra Meya, dear mana. I don't know my education minister ultimatum. I know this guy clearly was a con man. I don't know how he was able to outsmart all of us. No humility as a leader. As he for so is my president. Very simple. Yeah, moving on. You go the next video. Akufo-Addo 2008 IEA debate. Yanko here. And also by anybody post ya no pay 2 minutes no srade yango yade.
Thank you very much. First of all, once again, fellow Ghanaians, it's good to be back here. We want to thank the IEA for this program, as well as my colleagues around the table. I think the question is very apt. Definitely, after 16 years of operating a constitution, especially since both the major political parties in our country have had an opportunity to work it, there are several matters that have come up for discussion. And my way forward is that those issues will put a constitutional review commission in place very soon after taking office to go around the country collecting the views of our people to see how strong is this demand for reform. There are matters that all of us know about. Ministers in Parliament, should they come from Parliament? The powers of the Attorney General.
The powers of the Attorney General.
The issue as to whether or not we should have a Prime Minister rather than a Vice President.
Okay, hold on. So clearly this is year 25th November 2008. IEA debate, Akufo-Addo video. Now the NTMC Akufo-Addo is a con artist. Akufo-Addo, they packaged him for us and they say, look at 2008, the body posture, wope to me, yemfa no crime free. This is the same Akufo-Addo or catcher I say. Clearly, after 16 years of operating the 1992 Constitution, he believes that matters that needs to be talked about. Yes, the ministers of state, must they come from Parliament? That we talk about, should we have a Prime Minister, rather than... No one does say Kufuor at the person ceremonial president in T. While appointing a Minister of State in charge of parliamentary affairs, which is likely to the position of a Prime Minister. Kufuor doesn't have time for Ghana for. Well, no, he's doing his own thing. So this person says ministers of state, so they come from Parliament. Oh, should we have a Prime Minister rather than the same person less than a twinkle of an eye? Young Congo video 2021 when he said he does not support a young. I
don't believe that the Constitution is the work of the President of the Republic.
Hold on. Is this not the same person who some few minutes ago was saying, ministers of Parliament, should they come from Parliament? Now, or no be making sure, or back around the country, near Ghana for Adwene, na say Ghana for Adwene, or no be making sure, say, best set a Constitutional Review Commission. Just a twinkle of an eye. This person says this. Could you?
For the President to decide in the comfort of his study that he is satisfied that there must be a review of the Constitution, and that by that process engage the process of constitutional review. I think the Constitution is the work of the body politic of Ghana.
Okay, hold on. About it.